Nutmeg. Nutmeg. Come on, Nutty. Nutmeg. Good girl. Come on, Nutmeg. Good girl. All right, so here's a quick look on the underside. It's hard to see, but so when we're prepping, I first start with 2 clean paper towels layered, and we're just going to do a dry wipe. Just dry paper towel, wipe off any bedding, any debris, take an assessment of the udder and the teats. From the dry wipe, I'm going to try to strip out at least 4 to 8 strips of milk from each quarter. And I'm working from the furthest side back towards myself so that when I reach across my wrist, if it's brushing on these closer corners, we're going to finish there. So I'm always kind of starting from further away, working my back towards myself. Nice and gentle. And then if you need to do a dry wipe, but then we're going to dunk with iodine as our pre-dip. Oops, a little splashy. It's visible or not, but and when it's a little messy, but I'm not just trying to get the end of the teat. I'm trying to get all the way the full teat submerged, everything that's going to be inside the inflation. Going to let that for 30 seconds while I prep the next cow. The next cow is a little more dirty, so it's going to take a few more paper towel pre-wipes. Just pretty much pine shavings from laying down. We're going to get that dried off, wiped down. I'll do an initial iodine dunk for Nutmeg, and then we'll come back to her. All right, now we can finish off Nibs. Good girl, Nibs. All right. So again, clean paper towel, working from the side back. I go through a few. I just like to have fresh ones in my pocket ready to go. And we're kind of doing the final wipe down, working from the far side back. So I've done a final wipe down using a clean paper towel. I'm going to do a final assessment where I flip up the teats and I'm looking at the very tip. So at this point, I'm making sure it's 100% clean all the way down to the very tip. And I'm flipping underneath to take a look. It's a little hard to see on the camera, but and if anything is not 100% perfect, you're just going back and starting the process over again if necessary. All right, we're ready to roll. Nice and promptly get the milker on. Again, start from the back side. There you go. And then just making sure that it's fully on and not slacking off. It's hard to get the camera low, so it's a little hard to catch that. All right, taking it out. Set this here. All right, and while I'm putting nutmeg on, I'll let you all stare at Sweetie. Hi, Sweetie. Hi, girl. This is Sweetie Pie. She is around 13 years old. She's a big girl. She's not milk right now. She's kind of just a big pet. All right, nutmeg. Are you napping? All right. I'm gonna move on from Sweetie for a second. I'm gonna come on over to Nessie. All right, Dream. I think, oh, a little crooked. I think with dairy cows and especially milking cows for raw milk, if you're going to use it for yourself or for selling to the public, especially, um, obviously with raw milk, it's really important that it's really clean and that the environment that the cow is hanging out in, the bedding, the udder, the cleaner everything is, the better, the safer the product is. And it's nice when, if they're spending their day outside, their udder is more likely to come in nice and clean. And so it just makes it easier for us. And if you have a good relationship with the cow where they're really gentle, it makes the cleaning process much easier. Also, all the prep where you're getting the cow ready. They're used to doing this process all the time. They're really laid back animals. They're really comfortable with us. And when you have to really get in there and scrub thoroughly, that definitely is helpful that they're really gentle and laid back. Because sometimes you gotta clean 2, 3 times until it's perfect. And you want an animal that's patient for that. So basically, I'm during the milking process, I'm prepping cows. I'm hopping around from one to the other while I'm waiting for iodine to set, and then wiping it down, assessing if I need to do further cleaning or if they're ready to go. For us, because it's raw milk, we're just really obsessive about the cleaning process. And so it's common for us to clean them multiple times until every speck is absolutely perfect. Good girl. Good girl, Dreamy. As one cow finishes milking, I try to have the next cow next to them prepped and ready to go so that you take the unit off one and right onto the next one. Good girl, Nutmeg. Do a final clean down of Nessie. All right, so Nessie is a Jersey cow, purebred Jersey. And we have a mixed group here of handful of Jerseys, some milking shorthorns, some Normandy, and various crosses of the different breeds. All right, so she's been cleaned twice. She's been wiped down well. The ends of the teats all look perfect. She's good to go. All right, so we finished milking Nutmeg, and especially during the winter, let me get on the bar here. Again, it's really hard to see this stuff, but one of the things that help keep the udder clean and healthy during the winter. So when the cow is finished, some sort of moisturizer, something to, whether just your typical bag balm. I ran out of this, so now I had this udder balm lying around. I'm just really being generous with it right now because they're going to be going outside tonight in the cold weather, and at least for a few hours while they eat some hay, and then I'll bring them back in later in the evening. But right when they're finished milking, before they lay down, just really lube them up well with the udder balm or bag balm. That really helps keep the skin clean and dry, or moisturized rather, but helps it keep from getting chapped. And then I still do my normal post dip with iodine after that. And again, not just the end of the teat. I'm generous. Just get the whole thing. All right. Good girl, Nutmeg. All right, over here we've got. It's a little hard to get good views of them, but this is Dreamy. I've got Nessie on the milker over there. This is Dreamy. I think I will go and prep another Jersey cow, Helena. Right now we've got a small group in here. We're milking around like 12, 13 cows. We've gone as high as like the 20s, 25, 26 cows in milk. It's kind of varied over the years. And let's see, here's our got Guernsey cow, Normandy cross. All right, Helen. Good girl, Nessie. All right. Now, sometimes when you're dealing with a cow that's a little twitchy or a little kicky, they like to kick a little bit. Um, it's not necessarily that she's trying to kick intentionally. It's more like she's sensitive to the touch. And so, let me see if I can get a view of how I handle these situations. Set this back a little bit. So when I have a cow that's either a lot or a little bit, it seems counterintuitive sometimes, but the closer you are to them, the actually safer you are in those situations. So a lot of these cows I've worked with for a really long time, you're really comfortable with them. You could stick your head down under there. I wouldn't suggest that with every animal. And so when you have a cow that you think might kick because they're feeling sensitive, she might not do it at all right now, but there's other times when she's either a little ticklish or something, and you know, not in a aggressive way, but she'll just kind of twitch her leg. The closer you are to her body, I find the better place you are. And so I might not stick my head all the way down under there, but I'll just kind of keep my head up here and do my normal routine. A lot of old timers will teach you to kind of press your forehead into the side of their belly, and your forehead is kind of leg from lifting up when they have that twitch. Of course, now that I have her on camera, she's not moving at all, but good girl, Guernsey. Another thing is like sometimes when they get dunked with the iodine, you know, especially if it's cold, it might cause a little kicking or twitching. So here she's shifting a little bit. I'm just, you know, leaning my weight into her a little bit so that if she does kick, not going to send me into the neighboring stall or something. So just making sure that your feet are well planted and, you know, you're keeping yourself safe around a big animal. All right, so we've dumped and prepped Helen. I'm going to quickly wipe her down over here. And then we'll come back to the Guernsey cow. And that should wipe. Go across here to Josie. Hey, Joe. So much of the milking routine is really just hopping around, going down the line. Cow. Again, you prep one cow, get them milking. While they're milking, you're getting the next animal prepped to go on, and you're trying to just choreograph that nice and smoothly. Let's get Helen on so she's taken care of.